Hey, Chris here, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 different websites that you can use to make £200 a month from. Now, I don't mean £200 a month in total by using all 4 sites. I actually mean you can use each site to make £200 from each one. So technically there is £800 a month, but I didn't want to present it like that. I wanted it to just be where you could pick one and then make the 200 quid a month from it. Now, the first 2 websites that I'm going to show you on the laptop are actually going to require no money to get started with them. So they're really, really good for anyone working with maybe a low budget. The third one does require a very small amount of money, so £12.50 to get started. And then the fourth site I'm going to show you at the very end does actually require maybe a few £1,000s to get started with, but you have a potential to make way more than just the £200 a month with it. But having said all that, getting onto the laptop, the first site I want to show you here is actually called Fiverr.com. Now, what Fiverr.com is, as you can see there, it says find the perfect freelance service. So Fiverr is a freelance website. You can go onto there and list your service, and then people can go on and pay you for that service. So we'll just check out a good example here. If I just type in voiceover and search that, that's going to load this screen up, and we can then scroll down and see what we are being offered here. So this very first, what's known as a gig here on Fiverr, the first gig is saying I will record a pro-American voiceover for your company, so pro being professional. So yeah, and that's a starting price of £20.50. And they've been rated 5 stars there, and they've had over 1,000 gigs at £20 as a minimum. So they've actually made at least £20,000 there from just doing a voiceover, simply setting a microphone up and then speaking into the microphone whatever someone wants you to say. Now, if you don't feel like you could do a voiceover, well, there's actually so many different things you can do here. So if we just scroll over these tabs at the top here, and by the way, I'll leave a link below in the description for Fiverr. It is my affiliate link, so I do earn a commission if you sign up to Fiverr through my link. So thank you so much in advance if you decide to do that. But yeah, if we go over these tabs here, there's so many different things. So graphic design, if you're into a bit of graphics and designing, or there's digital marketing, if you're any good with, say, email marketing, for example, or just anything. And we can go to writing and translation. So you might be into your writing and good at that. If you know how to do video animations, there's lots going on there. Music and audio, again, lots to do with, just so many different things. I won't read them all out because we'll be here all day. Now, for legal reasons, I can't guarantee any earnings from this, but I really, really want to say that a minimum of £200 should, in theory, be made if you're up for putting in the work and setting up a profile on Fiverr and then listing gigs for people and doing them in your spare time. Now, the next website here that, again, you can get started with this for completely free is called User Testing, and it's actually a website called usertesting.com, so they've just named the website exactly what it is. And I've actually done a complete video on this before as a separate video, but I wanted to bring it back up again because I think it's really cool. Now, if we go over and click on, if we click onto Get Paid to Test here, this will just give you an example of what you can make from this. So basically, companies get in touch with you and they ask you to review things or look at their website and tell them what you think, and then they pay you for that. So as it says here, it says apply, submit your email, and take a quick practice test. I did actually take the practice test and I failed. You can retake it, but I just literally have not got the time anyway with creating so many YouTube videos and doing many other things. But if I had the spare time to do user testing on this site, I would definitely be doing it. But then you simply says browse, answer screening questions to match with test opportunities. Then you take the test, and then number 4, it of course says make money. So it says earn $4 for every 5-minute test. $10, so about £7 for a 20-minute test. So £7 for 20 minutes is really good. That's like £21 an hour equivalent. And then it even says earn between $30 to $120 for live interviews. So you're potentially talking like around, let's call it, say, £60 to do a live interview with someone and just basically chat to someone on webcam. I strongly believe that user testing is another site that you could potentially clear that £200 a month with. Now, this third website that I'm going to show you is actually one that the regular subscribers to the channel will be very, very well aware of, and it's something that I have a ton of content on. But if you're not a regular subscriber, of course, please do consider subscribing. I'll be happy to have you join the channel. But this third site is actually called Oddsmonkey.com, and this is, if you click this video, it likely says £200 somewhere on either the thumbnail or the title, so you'll be in the UK anyway. But this is really for only if you're in the UK, and same with the final website I'm going to talk about at the end. But with this, you are literally making profit, guaranteed profits, by taking advantage of bookmakers' free bet offers. So it's nothing to do with gambling. There's no gamble in it. This is the main website, Oddsmonkey, and I'll just show you how it's literally not gambling whatsoever. So on this calculator here, what we do is we would put £10 as a bet on, and say the bookmaker's odds are 2.0, and then over at the something called the betting exchange, which, by the way, if you don't get your head around this, don't worry, because it does take a bit of learning. So I'll leave the link down in the description for the completely free beginner's course that I have to match betting. But if we see here that by backing say a football team at back odds of 2.0 with £10, then you go over to what's known as the betting exchange and you bet against that outcome at lay odds of 2.1. You've covered all the outcomes, so no matter what happens, if the bet wins, you'll lose 47p, and if the bet loses, you'll lose 48p. So it's guaranteed that you're just going to lose a tiny bit of money. Now, what they will do is, because you just bet £10 with them, they want to reward you by giving you a free bet. So we change this calculator to free bet, stake not return mode. Change that to £30. They're just giving you 30 quid, which is very kind of them. And then we're going to put the back odds to 5.0 and then the lay odds to 5.1. And you can see then that because you've placed that back and lay bet with their money, with the free bet money, no matter what happens, we'll actually make £23.53 minus that 48 pence that you lost on the qualifying bet, and that's it. You just then keep that money. There's no strings attached. The reason why bookmakers give those free bets out is because they want to attract people to gambling, but provided that you're not into gambling and you've not set up any bookmaker accounts, you can go through all these different bookie accounts and make plenty of money just by taking advantage of their welcome offers. Now, website number 4 here, as I said at the start, is going to require quite a bit more money than the first two sites, no money required to get started. The third site, Oddsmonkey, if you use promo code ProfitBoss50, you can actually join Oddsmonkey for £12.50 for your first month, so ridiculously low starting costs there. But with this one, so here on the laptop we can see I'm on eBay, and also I have a tab here for Gumtree. I'm sure many of you, everyone will have heard of eBay and Gumtree. And then the final site here I've got is AutoTrader. What you're going to be doing is looking for cars listed on eBay as an auction where the person that's selling it really doesn't care how much money they get for it. And also you're going to be looking for a car that maybe requires a bit of cleaning up. So I don't mean one that, you need to redo all the bodywork, because most people, including myself, have no idea how to do car bodywork and replace a body panel. But if it just needs a vacuum out and maybe some new floor mats and maybe a polish on the paintwork, something like that, what you can do is you can either go onto eBay or go onto Gumtree, buy these tatty cars that no one, they just don't care what they get for it. They just want to sell it. They're fed up with it, but make sure it's all mechanically sound and it has MOT, so the car does still work and run and everything, but it's just really, really in need of some cleanup. Get yourself a good camera and take some really nice photos, and if you really want to go the extra mile, do a good video and show people around the car. Then what you're going to do is jump over to AutoTrader and list the car for sale on AutoTrader. Now, you might be asking, why would you put it on AutoTrader? Why not just put it back on eBay or Gumtree? Well, what I've found is there's several £100s of difference when you find a car on eBay or Gumtree compared to AutoTrader. And generally people that go on AutoTrader are prepared to spend a bit more money for a nice clean car rather than going onto eBay or Gumtree and trying to find one that's nice and clean on there. Do comment below if you've ever tried anything like that before. As I say, this is something that you will easily clear £200 a month through. Potentially there's thousands there. I do know someone actually that's doing it as a full-time job and are making several £1,000s a month. So it's a really, really good thing to do. Can you do it in your spare time? Yes, absolutely. If you have a full-time job Monday to Friday, I believe you could still do this on a weekend. And actually it's quite fun and exciting if you're into cars as well. If you've had any value from this video, you've enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button below. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.